So it's Wayne Barrows. Let me pull up an image because some of y'all might recognize his face. That's not a good picture. So Wayne Barrow is the dude who's the manager. Here go a picture. That's Wayne Barrow right there. Now, Wayne Barrow is the manager who's involved with the Biggie estate. You know, particularly, he's the manager of the trust. And as you know, Faith Evans is Biggie's widow. And she's a key figure in the estate. And after Biggie Moms passed away, Faith is the key figure in the estate, basically, because she is wife or ex-wife. And she's managing it after, you know, Miss Violetta Wallace passed away. And their estate, it includes all Biggie's music royalties and his other assets. And it's primarily managed by Faith and his daughter Tiana Wallace, right? Wayne Barrows is the manager of the trust associated with Biggie's estate. So recently, they saying Wayne Barrows is suing Faith Evans. Now, I'm not going to say I knew this was going to happen after Miss Wallace died. You know, rest in peace to her. But I knew it was going to be some people fighting over some money. I definitely knew it was going to be some people fighting over some money when she passed away. I knew that's when all the BS was going to start. So let's see. So the estate of the notorious B.I.G. The estate of notorious B.I.G. is suing Faith Evans over claims she withheld proceeds from a 9-figure catalog sale. 9 figures, 7 figures is $1 million. So that's about 100 million. So when Miss Wallace died, they sold that, huh? Everybody cashing out. Dirty. 9-figure catalog sale and shut the rapper's family's trust out of key business decisions. So, in the lawsuit filed in Delaware on July 8th, it accuses Faith of cutting the Christopher Wallace trust out of its rightful share following the death of Biggie's mother, Violetta Wallace earlier this year. Faith Evans was sued for allegedly refusing to share the profits from a landmark primary wave catalog deal with the estate of the rap icon's late mother. I think I remember as soon as Miss Wallace died, like, I mean, I don't even think her body was cold yet. You seen them that sale went down. It was, I don't even think it was a month. Faith Evans faces the claims in a Delaware court petition originally filed last Wednesday and unsealed on Tuesday. Oh, we got to look that up. The case was brought by Wayne Barrow, a record exec who became the executor of the estate of Biggie's mother, Violetta Wallace, upon her death in February. March, April, May, June, July. Here we are, 4 or 5 months. They already fighting over money. The petition says Violetta managed an LLC holding Biggie's assets after the rapper was killed in '97, up until she negotiated the transformative sale of half the portfolio to Primary Wave before her death. The deal, which the Wall Street Journal reported was worth $100 million, gave Primary Wave a stake in Biggie's catalog, as well as certain name, image, and likeness rights. Wayne Barrow, a longtime friend of the family and manager of the trust, is leading the legal actions. He claims Evans has quietly issued payouts to Biggie's children. It ain't quiet. She just ain't cut you in, Wayne. She issued payouts to Biggie's children, Tiana and CJ Wallace, and likely to herself, while the withholding the trust portion. Faith has distributed sale proceeds to his daughter and his son, and presumably to herself. Barrow wrote in court filings. She, however, has wrongfully withheld the trust share of the proceeds, he added, with the specific amount redacted from the record. Barrow also alleges that Faith Evans has shut him out of all business-related communications since assuming full control of the estate. He notes that Evans had not previously played a management role in the LLC overseeing Biggie's assets, and argues her decisions since taking over have been harmful to the trust interests. Faith actions are particularly troubling given that, unlike Mr. Barrow, she has never previously been involved in the LLC's management, the suit states. Barrow is now asking the court to compel Evans to release the trust share of the catalog sale. He is also seeking her removal as the manager of the LLC and requesting to be reinstated in that position. Brother, you can hang it up, brother. Ms. Wallace is gone. Y'all niggas can't manipulate Miss Wallace no more. You know, Big been gone. Y'all been milking this dude's estate, his money. Puff's in jail, which is giving y'all more access that y'all probably couldn't get while Puff was out. Just give it up, bro. She was the wife. You was the homie. You wasn't, I don't even know if he was big manager. I think Mark Pitts was big manager at the time. According to the filing, the trust proceeds were intended to support the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. Give it up, brother. Just give it up. She gave the money to his kids, bro. It took a little something for herself. Let it go, bro. Let it go, bro. Let it go, bro. The legal challenge complicates what was seen as a landmark business deal preserving Biggie's legacy. With no public response from Evans so far, the lawsuit raises new questions about how the estate of one of hip hop's most influential figures is being handled in the wake of his mother's death. Give it up, bro. Just give it up. Just give it up, bro. Just give it up, bro. You gonna sue his ex-wife? He wasn't even with Faith when he died. Like, she benefited from him dying and not getting a divorce. Like, let it go, bro. She gave the money to his kids, bro. You know what I mean? Let it go. Let it go, Wayne. Let it go. Let it go, bro. He said he can't pay for the big house no more. You know, Ms. Wallace, she don't know who was who when Big passed away. She just knew that some of these guys was his friends. She knew Big was around some of these dudes. She probably didn't know the business aspect of it and learned as she was going along after Big died. That nigga fighting his ex-wife for some paper and she gave the money to the kids. She supposed to gave the money to his kids, especially Tiana, because we know for a fact that that was Big's baby, his baby. You know what I mean? He didn't get a chance to know CJ. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think a judge is going to be like fighting the ex-wife for the money.